Hello and welcome back to another episode of Nostalgic Minecraft Xbox 360 2 something 2. These are old episodes, or not old episodes, it's an old world which I created many years ago when this was the only version of Minecraft besides from the PC version. This was, as far as I remember, the first version to come out on console, but I didn't own a PS3, so I don't know if they came out at the same time or not. But yeah, this is a very old world, and before we start anything, we're gonna go ahead and read some comments like we usually do. So thanks for the support recently, guys. It's awesome. The more comments I get, the more compelled I feel like to sit down and actually record another one of these, because I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do, but the support has been amazing. So yeah, let's get into the comments. Okay, so Heather Princess here, oh, there it is, says, "You can't generate more terrain. I'm so confused. What do you mean?" Okay, so for those of you who don't know, this version of Minecraft couldn't actually do infinite worlds, and it was a big thing in the community. Like, it's not Minecraft without infinite worlds, which is kind of silly thing to get hung up on, but hey, I actually responded to this explaining that the worlds are only 864 by 864. Now, that's an incredibly small number, which is why the nether is so small. Let me actually try and do some maths here and figure out exactly how small the nether is. So we've got a calc here. Let's figure out 864. Let's divide this by 8 because every block in the nether is 8 blocks in the overworld. So your nether is 108 blocks by 108 blocks. So hold on, I did that wrong. 108. This is the total amount of blocks in the nether, up, down, sideways, all the directions. And yeah, quite limiting. Let's see, was it 864 by 864? This is how many blocks in the entire world. So 746,000, still a lot, not cracking a million, but you know, it's what the Xbox 360 was capable of at the time. So unfortunately, we're kind of stuck with that. People used to ask for an infinite Xbox update, and they were like, nope, can't do it. And we were even wondering if it was possible on Xbox One and PS4, but I'm sure you all know that yes, it was possible. But yeah, thank you for the comment. Oh, I've also generated this whole world because I played this game when it came out in real time before all the updates, so I would run around and I generated everything in this world because this was my master world, as you would say, which meant I generated everything before I even knew of the updates, because there was so much stuff that just wasn't in Minecraft that is just, a lot of people might just think, oh, that's just Minecraft. So I was like, no, so much stuff. Pistons weren't even in the game. Like, it was basically just grass and stuff. I think the latest update I got to was the piston update, so you know, this is kind of like a real snapshot in time without having to go into Java and download an old version to see what it was like. So yeah, this, weirdly enough, the mobs, when they add them, they get added in. So the wither skeleton scared me, the drowned scared me, and the turtles and things, the fish sometimes. It's really strange because these areas are not technically areas they're supposed to be able to spawn, because I've got no room to spawn any tropical waters. Yeah, moving on. We've got a comment here from Eligible Lee. Eligible. Very relaxing, man. Keep it up. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That's kind of what I'm going for, is something that you can just sort of forget that you're watching and just leave it running while you do other things. I don't want to be like taking up all of your thoughts and stuff. I think a problem with social media at the moment especially is it was so attention grabbing, and at the minute I think it's better to supplement people instead of trying to just take all of their attention. It's better to just have people able to live their lives while stuff's going on in the background, kind of like what TV used to be. TV used to be not something you necessarily sat down and watched unless there was a special show on. You just kind of leave it on for the noise, right? So I'm kind of aiming for that. So I don't want to be like in your face and yelling and, oh my god guys, welcome back to my Minecraft world. Like, I don't want any of that. So yeah, thanks for the comment, I appreciate it. We got a comment in a similar vein from Caleb_version. I love your videos. Thank you, dude. That means so much to me. I don't think I've ever had anyone actually compliment me. So just up front, just, this is awesome. So thank you. You're awesome, dude. You're awesome. Thank you. Sorry about that. I saw an opportunity to be funny, and I won't jump scare you again like that. And finally, a comment from SwagsyDon1947. I sat on my ceiling while watching this. Great video, dude. Awesome. So this video's title is going to be Nostalgic Minecraft Xbox 360 to sit on your ceiling to. So yeah, that's your fault, SwagsyDon. You made this video have this title. You're welcome. It's so fun having you guys leave comments because it gives me a reason to like. I see it on my phone in real time. Usually I'm pretty close to my phone, so I see it on my phone and I think to myself, oh, I've got to add this to the video now, and then having a couple extras show up just meant that I could have a better intro. But yeah, if you want to be in the intro, leave a comment. I don't cover absolutely everybody, but I do my best to include maybe like 80% of comments. I also don't necessarily want to just have the same people over and over again. However, I'm not against it. I just sometimes you want to give everyone a little bit of love, okay? So yeah, but once we figure out who are the the top viewers and stuff, the people who come back the most and comment the most, once we work that out, then we could figure out who is most loyal to the British Empire. What am I talking about? This is not what I'm trying to do with this. I just think it's cool to read people's comments and incorporate them into the video to make it feel a bit more interactive, because I can't help but feel like YouTube videos are so uninteractive, and I've always been kind of thinking what would be a good way to make YouTube videos interactive, and the best thing that I can think of is if you leave a comment, I could somehow incorporate that into what I'm doing. So yeah, but I keep saying I want to upgrade this building, so I'm gonna do it today. I'm actually gonna do it. I'm not just gonna say I'm gonna upgrade this building and then wander off into the nether for an hour. No, I am gonna actually upgrade this building, but it's getting dark, so I'm gonna go to sleep. I don't know why I don't just put peaceful mode on. I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on peaceful mode? Because I'm not against it. Like, I'm not so like wound up that I have to be in a mode where I could die. You know, this isn't exactly hardcore, and for the most part, there isn't really an end game. Just trying to upgrade my buildings so they look better, and then when I think once everything's been upgraded, maybe start a new world so that we can do the whole Minecraft Xbox 360 experience. I really like this as a time capsule. This building needs to not be made of wood. It's got my enchanting table in it, but it would be interesting to see a full playthrough of Minecraft Xbox 360 edition now that it's got all the updates and it's no longer being updated. It hasn't been updated for a long time, so yeah, here's my enchanting table. So it seems like a shame to have this dedicated way of getting to it and then it's just in a giant wood box, you know. As for this, I think the first thing I should do is start with the roof. Luckily I've got a bunch of stairs, so I can reshape the roof. I want to take a block that isn't going to damage my tools here. I am running out of durability on my diamond weapons and axe. Let me think here. Okay, so I'm thinking alcove. I'm also thinking trim around the edge. But I want to keep the creeper face, so there might be a way of bordering the face to make it more, I don't know. See, there are other blocks like concrete and stuff. I don't know if that's in this version of the game. I don't think so. If it is, I haven't seen it. But something like concrete, green concrete, or something like that, it would make it a lot more of a time-consuming project, but it would make it a lot cooler. Let's have a look. Can we find concrete? See, prismarine. It's so weird for me to see prismarine but not concrete. That's all just beds. Do you think it would be a decoration? Oh, my controller is on two bars. I wonder if it'll make it through this playthrough without having to change the batteries. Hay bale, blue ice, no concrete, terracotta. I mean, that's crazy. There is absolutely no way of me getting... Is that concrete? Oh, this is concrete. There's absolutely no way of me getting terracotta. I don't think there's any way of me getting this either, actually. I'm pretty certain there's no cacti in this world. There's got to be an alternative to cacti. Lime? Where'd you get lime green dye from? It's literally just cactus green with... I had this problem in another world, except it was a recent version of Minecraft, so all I had to do was walk like 10,000 blocks. But I can't do that in this version of the game, so I guess I'm stuck without cactus, huh? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it is possible to go to creative mode and like give myself some stuff that I'm missing. It'll disable my achievements, so we won't be able to pop any achievements anymore. But if that's the only way I can make green... I still haven't finished this roof, as you can see. I don't know if I should finish this roof first, or just keep it like that. But yeah, that's a shame. The reason that my mind went there is because I thought maybe I could make it green so it looks more like a creeper, but apparently that's not going to be a thing I can do. I could use leaves, actually. Limitation breeds innovation. I'm sure I could do that. Where... Do I have any shears? I definitely had leaves when I started playing. There we go, there's some leaves. Okay. This is gonna sound silly, but I'm gonna pull up a picture of a creeper on the screen so I can look at it and compare. Ah, there we go. Okay. Pretty much just surround the face with green. I suppose it's really not that hard. I don't know why I decided to do that. I mean, I had a feeling that it was just put green around it, but I didn't realize how much it was just put green around it. So here we go. I'm actually putting some work into this building. Well, I've been running past it, like avoiding it, because I don't like it and it upsets me. But it's a creeper, so it should not like, it should upset me, right? It's very on brand for the... Why can't I place this? There we go. That was the wrong way. I swear you can't place as far as you can in current Minecraft. It definitely feels like it. This feels like I should be able to place this far. It's not letting me. You know, it's not bad, actually. Okay, now wow, that actually looks way better. I feel like that's my catchphrase. That looks way better. I'd say that so much. It just shows I'm doing a good job, I suppose. Okay. Is it here? I don't want to fall off. It's this one. You know what, while we're here we might as well just demolish this section of the roof. Why is this one? Oh. I have to use a pick. You have to use a pick on the wooden slabs because Minecraft Xbox 360 logic. Brilliant. Brilliant. I sure do love Legacy. Okay. You ready for the grand reveal? Whoa! It's pretty close. Let's You know? I see it. Do you? You can't even tell the difference, really. That's pretty good. Goodbye. Okay, I'm back on top of the roof. I'm just going to get rid of these slabs. I can't lie, I feel like every time I use slabs, they just make stuff look worse. If any of you can think of a time where you've used slabs and it's made something look better, please let me know. I know they're useful for redstone and stuff like that. I know that they can be helpful for that. But for the most part, I just don't feel like it's very useful. Like, as a decoration block, I don't think it looks right. So, you know, we're going to take some of the sharpness off this root by doing that. Root. You'd think English wasn't my first language. The amount of mistakes I made. I mean, is it better or is it worse? It's definitely got its own identity. You know what? That's fine. We'll do this to keep its identity. I'll go sleep and I'll come back. Okay, so let's walk over and see what it looks like. Whoa! See, now I'm feeling like maybe I should go all out with the leaves. I know for a fact that this is too small. I know that what it actually needs to do is, I mean, I could go completely all out with the design here. I know this is too small compared to, actually hold on a sec, let's just bring back the legend. We can see here that if you look at the eyes, they're closer to four blocks, but that would be making the entire build bigger just to accommodate the size. Or I could just, you know, look at the mouth there. You can see that that's like it would be blocks down to here, and then see these bits of glass? That would be where the mouth is. Not only that, but you can see the nose is actually 2 blocks instead of 1. So this would actually be 4 blocks, and everything is just slightly off. But this was built really quickly. I just wanted to put a creeper face in a building, so I did that. But I guess if I'm paying homage to my old self, I really should try and do this to scale, and like, who cares about the original building? We can fix that. If it deserves to get bigger, then it's going to have to get bigger. I'm not sure if I broke my axe. No, it's just very close to being broken. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to go find some wood, or I'm going to have to collect some wood to continue this. Ooh. Thank you for your help, good sir. You know, I'm pretty sure I've got some other tools lying around. Yeah, there's a almost full diamond axe. I don't even know what I'm looking at, man. I swear. There's something funny with my mood today. Something is... I don't know why, I just have a general sense of confusion. Does anyone know what that's like? I feel this most of the time, but today it's hitting extra hard. I'm not sure if I have stacks of wood already stored, or if it's genuinely going to have to be go out and chop some trees down. Either way, it's not an issue. Trees are pretty close. But generally speaking, I like to look at my chests first. You probably notice a lot of my gameplay is just me running to chests. I'm not the most organized person in the world, especially not in this one. Okay, I think we don't have any. So that's fine, we'll just go get some more. Oh, I need to eat. No problemo. I also dumped some of my stuff because my inventory was full of stuff from other things I was doing. Like the other episode, I was upgrading the nether hub, and I did a pretty basic job of it, but it definitely looked better. The way it was before I updated it, it was like everything was off. It was like 3 blocks wide, and the nether portal is like 4 blocks wide, so everything was off and askew and just kind of not pleasant to look at. So I did a basic upgrade to that. These floating trees, man, I've left this. I just ignored this for years. 13 years I've ignored these floating trees. People used to complain about it. My friends, when they would join, they would be like, "Oh, you've got floating trees, that's so annoying." I'd be like, "Well, I can't reach them and I can't be bothered bridging up to them. I didn't want to." And every time I walked past, they're just reminded of my laziness. And I also kind of thought it was funny how upset people would get about something as stupid as this. It just doesn't seem like something that should be that important. You know, as if I'd like was in the breaking news of the day, like that horrible news. Everyone needs to know about this horrible thing that's happening. Breaking news: local man leaves tree floating. And then everyone's gonna come to my door and be like, "Ah, cut down that tree properly." No, I just say if it bothers you that much, you do it, and no one ever did it. So it couldn't have bothered them that much, right? I get it though. I get why it's annoying. But then it's like, this is my world, dude. Like, this is not... You know, if you want to follow stupid tree rules in your worlds, that's fine. But me, I want the blocks. I don't want the extra work that comes with it. But now I'm older, I've matured. Ah! This is another reason why I absolutely hate doing this. Because you never know when you're going to fall. Sucks. But I've grown up now. I'm a big boy now. And I need to hold myself accountable for my tree behavior. See, there's leaves here, so why did I fall through? I just happened to stand on the only one where I would have fell through. Also, you can't see through the leaves as efficiently as you can in current Minecraft. Or effectively. So, yeah, there we go. You have no idea if there's a log left without manually chopping everything down, and, you know, it's just bad for your durability. You're trying not to waste your tools. Ooh, an apple. Are my pockets full? No, the apple's just... It's just glitching. There we go. Is there any more in here? It takes so long for leaves to despawn, you'll never know. This would have been perfect for the creeper project if I had any shears with me, but I don't, so... I know I've got iron somewhere. In fact, I know exactly where I've got iron. See this tree here? I might shear that one. I'm gonna go... Ow. Go back and get some... Go get some iron so I can make some shears. There's more floating trees. You know, that'd be a good job, actually, is cleaning up the floating trees, but using shears, so I'm not wasting it. Like I said, I don't like wasting durability. Have you seen how much of this diamond axe I've already used? I know it was already slightly damaged, but like I've used it as much as it was damaged again already. There we go, there's some iron. But if I use shears instead, then I can damage the shears. And also get blocks out of it. Instead of damaging my axe, looking for blocks, not finding blocks, being like, where's the blocks? Yeah, I'm sure everyone who is enjoying these videos, once they saw the floating trees, they were like, dislike, unfollow, report, reported, disgusting. It's just the thing about humans in general, is people just get upset about the silliest stuff sometimes, and I find it kind of funny. And people will be like, it's not funny! No, I didn't realise it was the end of the world. It really, I don't know, I find it kind of amusing, the sort of things that people get hung up and upset about for... Oh no! The guy I'm trying to make is right here! Let me get a look at you. Actually, you follow me. Are you gonna follow? Yeah, follow me. Please don't get into like explosion range, because you'll ruin this whole joke that I'm in the middle of doing. Okay, come over. Come over. Let me invite you. Look, I made a memorial, or not a memorial, but like, what do you call it? An altar? A tribute majig? Because I think you're a cool dude. You don't need to hurt me. Hello? What? Where'd he go? Hey, am I not interesting enough for you? Like, come on, dude. Did I walk too far away for you? He can't see round the corner. Come on, round the corner. There we go. There we go. Now you're... Come on. Look. He's shy. He doesn't want to look. Oh, look. It's a picture of you. What do you think of it? It's really nice. Oh. It's really... Yeah. I think it looks pretty good, don't you? Please don't do anything rash. This is a pretty laggy version of the game, and you know, you could just randomly, with no warning at all, go off. So please don't. I think he's happy with it. He almost went back for a second look. Cool, we've got a friendly creeper. So what do you think? He's just too excited. He's seen me. He's seen what happened. Well, luckily the house isn't... Speaking of things that annoy people... I'll patch it up later. No! You patch it up now! You patch it up right now! No. Watch as I don't do what you want me to. YouTuber. Can't live without controversy. That's it, that's my controversy. Now I showed him his house, I showed him his building, I showed him what we're working on, what we're working with. Unfortunately I couldn't really look at him super well, so maybe you guys can tell how close. I mean, I think it looks pretty close, but you can tell it's definitely not close enough. All this time I've been chopping down the trees, like the leaves. I don't think I've really got enough wood. So I should actually chop down some wood instead of just doing silly things. You know, I'm kind of torn a little bit because I like to try and be entertaining. But if I'm entertaining, you can't relax. So what should I do? What would you call this? Well, I try and be funny sometimes. I want you to feel like there's a reason to watch what you're watching instead of just, you know, for the people that are actually sat here invested in what's going on. What on earth? That was the weirdest block drop I've ever seen in my life. I've been playing RL Craft lately and that was just so confusing. I've been considering live streaming that on Twitch. I used to stream on Twitch. I don't really do it anymore. Because it's really hard for me to sit down and find the time to do this. So in between doing this and doing Twitch, it would be pretty cool to do both. But the thing is, if you couldn't gather from the intro, I'm British! So that means during the period of time where I'm normally awake and it's a normal time to be sitting and talking in a room and not everybody's asleep, everyone in the rest of the world is asleep. So while I'm doing this, you're probably cozy in your bed right now. When you watch it, I'm probably in bed. So it means I have to do something stupid, which is to like maximize the amount of people that might want to watch it. I would have to go live at like 1 AM and then stream till like 4 AM, which I don't want to do. That's not good for your health. You know, I'm not above staying up ridiculously late. I've done that. I am a human. I've had that experience. But I'd like to think I'm past it now. There is a certain time where I would rather just be in bed, and I'm sure my neighbours don't want to hear me talking at that time of day, so Yeah, and especially trying to be entertaining when I'm tired is like, it's hard, man. It's I say trying to be entertaining. I just try not to think about it. But like when I'm hyper aware of what's going on because it's late at night, and I'm like, I know I'm no matter how, because my voice is kind of deep. It's not deep, but it's, I don't know. My voice just hits those frequencies where it's just loud. No matter what volume I'm at, I'm just a loud individual. So how do I say this? My voice carries no matter what volume. The frequencies of my voice travel through the walls. You know, some people can get away with it. They've got slightly different pitches or different timbre of voice, and they can talk, and it doesn't bother anybody. Either that, or the people just never say anything. But like me, for sure, my voice like reverberates. I swear, I've got like built-in reverb. The room that I'm in is quite empty, so there's already some reverb in this room, and that, you know, if I speak loud, it'll sound bad. But not only that, but I need to practice talking at a quieter volume anyways. I don't know why, I'm just naturally a loud person. I like to yell and stuff. So doing this relaxing Minecraft thing is like the antithesis of my normal stuff. I have ADHD, so if you know anything about that, you'll know that basically everything is always fast-paced and crazy, or at least perceptually that's what it's like. Everything could be going really slow and chill, but like internally you're like running at 1,000,000 miles a second, and you know, it helps in some scenarios, but for the most part it's just kind of stressful. And there's medications and stuff, but I'm not interested in the medication. I think if it got really bad to a point where it was really negatively affecting my life experience, then I would try it. But, and I know people are going to say, dude, try the medication. I'm not saying don't have medication. I'm saying be medicated, you know. If you can get medication, definitely use it. Just me personally, I'm kind of used to this. And I don't know if I want to do something that's going to be like, once I've got this, I can't go back. I don't like the idea of kind of being reliant on something if I don't have to be. I don't want to be one of those people who's like, if I can't get my medication, I'm going to have serious problems. Like, I'd rather just manage myself as well as I can until I can't anymore. If there's ever a scenario where I can't, then move on to medication. But I feel like trying to understand my condition, how it affects me personally, because it's different for everybody, right? See, I might not even have a condition. There's no way of knowing for sure. You can be diagnosed, and but I even think a diagnosis doesn't tell you 100% of the facts. But like, I wouldn't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a guy trying to live my life in the way that my life has been presented to me. So I need to stop talking about this because it's quite a hot topic. But the point is, yes, I do have that. Or I've always been told I have that. And I believe it makes sense. It does make a lot of sense. And just knowing that you've got something can help you understand yourself so much better. But then you kind of feel a bit robbed, because you're like, well, I've got this thing, but like, how you start wondering, what's it like to be normal? What would it be like to not have this thing? Like, people just exist. Huh? Yeah, you know, when you're chilling, you're just chilling. No. That can't be right. No one is ever just chilling. I'm gonna have to bring up this boy again. Jump scare. But yeah, that's how it is for some people. And do I have a door on me? No. Or at least that's what I think. That's how it is. I'll never know because I don't have a normal brain. Which kind of sucks. I don't get to know what it's like to be normal, and I can get as close to what I think is normality, but I will never know what it's like to be normal. It's such a weird thing, like, and it wasn't taken very seriously when I was younger. I'm glad it's getting taken more seriously now, but it also kind of feels like everybody now has this thing that, because it's so easy to just say, yeah, I have this thing, so everyone just identifies with it and just says, this is what I've got. And I try not to make a big thing out of it. It's like, this is just who I am, you know, my conditions. You know, the word conditions. These are my conditions for existence. This is what I have to deal with. I've got another condition. I'm short-sighted. You know, people would be like, that's not a condition, but like, yeah, it is. I have to pay to see. I'll never know what it's like to wake up without my glasses and then just be like, oh, whatever. If you ask me, that is a condition. I really need a way to see what I'm doing, because jumping off this is not helping at all. Okay. I'm doing real gamer moves right now. I'm like, that was amazing. I'm really impressed with that. I'm like bending in the chair. I'm like pushing my body round, trying to see more, as if that somehow creates more screen. I like when you're racing in a racing game and you're like moving your body through the racing game. Look at that leaf down there. He freaking out. I hope this is right. I have no way of telling. Ow. Yeah, okay, we're getting a lot closer. This is right. See, I'm gonna have to extend this building to accommodate the size of this face. No! No! I don't want to strip wood. Does anyone actually strip wood in Minecraft? Like, seriously, someone please tell me. There's got to be someone out there that's like, I strip wood all the time. Like, no. I hate it. It always feels like a waste of wood block to me, because you can't get your stuff back. You can't unstrip a stripped wood. Why? In Minecraft Xbox 360 edition, can I strip wood? It just seems so silly. Why though? Of all the features they brought to this version of the game, why did they bring stripping wood? You know, I'm playing an old version of the game, I don't want to strip wood. You know what would be kind of cool actually? You gotta think, right? We have all these consoles. We made so many consoles, and we're just gonna leave them behind? Nah, dude. You're keeping the servers up, right? What we should have to do is we should have like, oh, the Xbox 360 version could be true to the original experience with the quality of life updates. So stripping wood can be taken out. Or like making wood blocks where it's just wood on every side, but it takes 4 wood blocks. Like, what the heck? What even is that? It's so... I don't understand if... Say for example, watch me be completely wrong about this right now. Say for example, you put a block of wood. Can you even do this? I don't know what it's called. It's like full wood block. So like you take some blocks of wood and you make one that's like got bark on every single side. But I'm sure it takes 4 wood blocks. So just for a slight cosmetic difference on 2 sides of the block, you have to use 4 wood. I think that's right. I don't know. I could look it up, actually. Okay, so I just looked it up, and yeah, you put 4 wood in, and you get 3 back. So you're just deleting a block of wood. Why? Why? It just seems wasteful. Like, is it really that big of a deal? Getting rid of the rings. It matters so much that you just have to... Oh, I'm going to sneeze. I didn't want to record that, so I didn't. There's no need to record a sneeze if I can help it. But yeah, for some reason you just... stripped logs. Okay. There we go. Nope, I still have to do the other side. It's taking a while. Which is good. The longer the video, the more likely you are to click it and just leave it on. You know, I know the feeling. You want to put a video on, you don't necessarily want to watch it, you just want it to play, and you don't want to have to worry about doing anything. I'm in that magic zone of pretty certain I don't have ads, so you can just leave my video running with no interruptions. You don't have to skip an ad every 2 minutes if you're using something that doesn't have ads or premium. You know, you don't have to worry about that. But if you're not, because I'm a smaller YouTuber, you don't get subjected to ads when you're watching me. You know, if this ever becomes a channel where you get ads, I apologize. I'm so sorry. I don't think it's even possible to just say no ads ever. Like, I don't think they even made it possible. I think it was possible for a while, but YouTube decided, no, I'm just going to automatically put ads on whether you like it or not. But because my channel is small, then you can sit and watch this uninterrupted, which is great. I should probably maximize the length of the videos. And then if I ever get the thing that says, oh, we can monetize you now, I should just ignore it and see if what happens. I don't know if there's a way of making it so that they can't physically put ads on. Because I don't have anything against ads, right? But the frequency of adverts is just way too much on YouTube nowadays, and I don't know if that's something that you as a creator can individually fine-tune. I know that you can decide to have pre-rolls and mid-rolls and this, that and the other, but I don't know if you as a creator can say, well, this is too many ads, please less ads, or this is not enough ads, please more ads. I don't know if like on Twitch you can turn up the frequency of your adverts, which is kind of it feels morally bankrupt to do that. But I also understand that if you're a smaller creator and you have no job or no money or no income, you don't necessarily have to have a job to have an income in this world. But if you just have no income and Twitch is what you're doing, then like maybe you want to turn those ads up because someone might then be more likely to subscribe. If you don't care about that sort of thing though, or are in a position where you don't have to care, then maybe, just maybe, you can get away with just not having them on there, full stop. I think what I should do is tower up here. And then, yeah, do this. And then what I'll do is I'll make like a roofy overhang type thing. Just drop down here. Chop this stair. Don't fall downstairs. It's bad for you. It makes your legs go. Okay. So I went too high on this side? Yeah, I did. This is where the roof is going to start. Am I going to alcove it? I don't know. No, not like that. No, not like that. I don't want that. I am placing blocks and stuff. Who's excited for the movie? I'm excited. I have a feeling it's going to be terrible. But I'm gonna enjoy it anyways. Just because something's bad doesn't mean it can't be fun. You know, and with such low expectations, it might actually be good. So, you know, don't expect nothing, and you might get something positive out of your scenario. Jack Black though. I'm getting tired of Jack Black. He needs to just... I don't know, he's living his best life, right? But I'm just so tired of, like, everything that I might be interested in just suddenly has him in it. Like, bro, Pick of Destiny was great. But you don't make anything even close to what that was like anymore. You're just... I don't know. I don't know, man. I feel like this looks kind of cool. I know I'm not against Jack Black at all. I think Jack Black is fine. I was one of the... You know, my age. Jack Black is a weirdly millennial celebrity that somehow managed to continue being... I mean, I guess not really millennial, maybe even before that, but like millennials really kind of latched on to Tenacious D. And now he's like doing whatever it takes to remain relevant. This looks so dumb. I hate it. Yay, I hate it. I'm gonna have to flip these. I'm gonna have to do something with the bordering of this building to make it not look so ridiculous. I mean, it's more accurate. It's more true to... Let's bring him back. It's more true to life. But yeah, we definitely need another door. Need another entrance. We need to flip. What I'm going to do, actually, is that Agent Spider said something about putting poles up the corner here. I think I might do that here. That might, you know, flip this stair upside down. And then put the poles running up the building. The same on the other side. Yeah, that will not look a million times better, but it will look a lot less dumb. Yeah, I mean that looks a little more intentional. I think the alcove could come out more than this, and I definitely think maybe we could even just add full blocks. I think, see where the floor is here? We could kind of extend, like I did over here, I could kind of add a balcony and then connect it to this. But I think I don't have any fences. It's no problem, I can make fences. But I can use the fences as a guideline. I definitely need to chop this down, actually, while I'm here. Chop down the glass. And the door. Take the door so we can put it more like here. Not sure why it's facing that way, but okay. We have no crafting bench in this building, so that's... we need to do something about that. Make another door. No, not there. Has to be on this side. Not sure why that door is facing that way. Maybe it's just automatically faces that way. Yeah, that looks so much better already. Hold on. Just because this is quick, right? We do this because it's quick. Yeah, there we go. It looks so much... It definitely looks a lot less of like a stupid joke house. I mean, it's not perfect by any means. But I think it's a significant upgrade. It's definitely not finished yet. We'll go back. I just need to sleep again. I paused one of the sleeps earlier because it's like... Is it wasting time to just let it run while I walk to the bed and walk back? But I suppose it doesn't matter too much about doing as much as possible. It's supposed to be something you can just sit back and not really think too hard about. I should get rid of that window. Me clever. Okay, yeah, make fence. Make a defense. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the fence. No, I want the dirt. I'm gonna use the fence as a method to update. To upgrade. I'm gonna take this to the roof. I'm gonna meet the roof with it. This is gonna be floating, but it doesn't matter. I just want to have an idea of like outlining. I think that's directly above. The field of view makes it hard to tell. Yeah, okay, so that's there. So that means I could fill this whole section with block. With block. Let's do it now. Okay, if I'm gonna do this, then I need to reset where these are gonna be. We're still gonna have this like roof hanging majig alcove thing, but it's just gonna be at a different location. So you see where this is floating now? It won't need to. It won't need to float. We'll just have it like this. In fact, if we chop this and replace it with another regular block, we'll have a place where we can put a torch to kind of accentuate the lighting. Yeah, like that. That's cool. I'm gonna have to do it on the other side, but I might have to tower up. I could chop, but like it's hard for me to tell exactly where everything is, so. Okay, one more. And then from here we add the stairs. Yup, that's what we want. Oh, I don't like how... It bothers me because sometimes it turns the block around. If you're too far like turned, and it can be quite finicky. And then, here we go, this can be the new roof. It can go like this. How exciting! We're significantly upgrading this building. Every time, every episode, I've said I'm going to do this, and I have just walked past it because, to be honest with you, it seems like such a daunting task. Even though I know I'm perfectly capable of it, I was just looking at it every which way thinking, how am I going to do this? Well, I think I've worked it out in real time, which is pretty cool. I think that's pretty cute. You know, I just started with the face. But the thing is, I find that helps. If you're stuck with something, on something or anything, just start with what you can do. Like, start with what stands out. And the face really stood out to me, so... This is gonna look way different from down there. I'm actually really excited. I've also created this new, like, this new path. Can I jump back over? Oh my word, that looks... That's kind of wicked. We have to make this a bit wider. try looking at it from here. Okay, I think, see the fence? It needs to go in one. So in front of that dirt pillar, I think at the minute, I need to fix those doors at some point. I'm sure when I placed them, they were fine. I don't know if in between loading that's happened or what. Loading in and out of the world has caused this. I have no idea. But the fence panel here was meant to be... not fence panel? Fence post. It's just meant to be an outline, so I knew where the roof was. We've got the scary music playing again. I'm thinking, you see where this dirt is? Might actually be the best place for the post. You put it here, and then it'll look more like it's holding the building up instead of like it's on the outside like it currently does. So here, yeah, okay. Down one. I just don't want to go too far down and then not be able to place it and then have to go back up. That would be very silly. Place. Place. I think I've low down enough now that I can stop. Place, 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 there we go. Okay, no, I think I was right. It has to be on the outside. It has to be here. Yeah, okay, yeah. Just work it out on one side and then we can work it out on the other side. It's just simple like that. But you're gonna have to do it, step back, have a look, and correct it. That's another thing with like a creative project. It doesn't have to be Minecraft. Minecraft is a video game, but it's also still a creative project in its own sense. If you go out, or not go out, but if you're doing something creative like drawing something and you don't know what to do with it, this is where I just collected that from. What you've got to do is you've just got to start, and you've got to start putting stuff down, and you've just got to look at it, step back, look at it, see what's wrong, correct it. I think that's how you get to great places. I genuinely think people think that they have to do it right the first time, every time. I don't think that necessarily works for anybody. I don't think that's how that works. I think what you need to do is see what's wrong with it, and then when you're looking at it and going, oh, I hate how this looks so terrible, like, why? And then fix it. Don't just give up. I feel like so many people just give up because oh, this looks terrible, why did I even bother? Like, it's supposed to look terrible, you haven't finished. I feel like so many people get so hung up on this and they just don't allow themselves to be creative because of it, and I think that's a shame. Like, I really think that's a shame. Is this gonna have to be elongated by a block? I'm confusing myself now. Oh wait, no, it's this here. Yeah, so here we've got like this kind of structure looking block, but we don't have it on this side. So we'll add the structure block, I guess. So if you want to do something, you know, just start. It's the best thing that you can do is to just start. Okay, here's where the stairs were. So here's my supporting block. And then I'm gonna need the fence panels. I'm gonna end this video when I'm finished with this. I think that's fair enough. It's getting a bit... I don't know. It's not a problem that it's long. I'm quite happy sat here doing this. I could just keep going. I'm slightly concerned about my storage. I think I've got enough space, but thinking and knowing are two different things. I would really not like to hit stop and then it'd be like, I can't save. I'd be like, well, that sucks. That whole thing is just gone now. So, hopefully we'll be good. Hopefully there'll be no other problems either. Because I did that thing at the start with the with the UK music. Hopefully there hasn't been something secretly playing really loudly and I just haven't heard it, but it's been being picked up the whole time, or something similar. You know, there's always some kind of... It's so different looking, but I'm quite happy. Okay, did I make the fence panels? I made 11 fence panels, it's not enough. Oops. $17? That's probably enough, right? Right, what I'll do is I'll just do exactly what I did already. And then if anything looks wrong, I'll just go from there. See what I mean about going too high? It's so like 2 blocks then, you know, 2 blocks at a time is kind of frustrating, if you ask me. I feel like in newer versions of this game, that... I'm not sure how I messed that up so bad. I'm sure in newer versions of this game, this isn't a problem. Okay, so... I have to jump down. Is this in the right place? Yeah, it's in the right place. Weird? This doesn't look right. Oh wait, hold on. This is in front of the grass, right? Is this in front of the leaves? This is in front of the leaves. Okay, so this is right. So it's the roof that's wrong. Yeah, it's the roof that's all askew. Wait, no, hold on. This fence is in the wrong place. See here? The leaves are above it. Here, the leaves are not above it. Much easier problem to solve than changing the entire thing fundamentally. Okay, so that means that this is actually in the wrong place entirely. It needs to be on this side. So let's get up and... Did I go too high? I did. I think I could do both. I just don't think until it's too late. So, is it this one? Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell with this field of view sometimes. Okay, that should be it, right? And then that means that this fence panel doesn't need to be here, and it needs to be replaced with a stair. Yeah, there we go, much better. So now I just need to do what I did on this side with that side. Which is, what did I do exactly? We cut that one out. Oh, I'm up here already. Cut that one out. That doesn't need to be there. Then 3 like that. Was it like this? Is that what it looks like? Yeah, there we go. We're matching. Except for the fact that there's, you know, stairs here. We'll swap that. Can I reach it now? I should be able to. And then take this. think we should be done, more or less. Just see if there's anything glaringly obviously wrong. It's kind of hard to... I do think... maybe I should put the stairs there. The upside down stairs. Or maybe, actually, I should put the upside down stairs here. No, not like that. I said upside down stairs. I can't reach for upside down stairs. Annoying. There we go. Because see how the stairs here, it kind of, you know, kind of connects. Not quite, but enough to kind of give the illusion that it's meant to be together, sort of thing. Come on, let me just place the stair. Just give it a little more structure. You know, it doesn't do anything, but it might make it look a little more well thought out. Small things like that can make a big difference. Yeah, okay, that looks so much better. I feel like I should do something with this underside. I'm not sure what, maybe make it go higher. Let's run back to the main bed and then turn around as if we're waking up for the start of the next episode. Okay. Hello guys, welcome to the next episode. Here are your comments, thank you, blah blah blah. Okay, then run out and go, this is my world that I'm upgrading. I don't know. You know? It looks better. It kind of looks like a duck. You know what? I've just realized what I've done subconsciously. So instead of making this guy, yeah, I have made this guy. I have this on my desk. And I was thinking it would be a joke. You know when I pulled up the creeper face? I thought, pull up the creeper duck face. I mean, it's not the same, but you can't tell me that doesn't look like a duck. Hold on a second. Let me try and get it closer. I mean, it's probably obvious already, but yeah, that is 100% the same thing. That is funny. Do 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 do. Small brain. Do 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 do. Hey, that's a nice mural of me. Thank you for building this for me. I love it. In fact, it's my favorite thing I've ever seen. Now, I have to go home to my duck family. Do, 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 do. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Thank you for watching. Unfortunately, you're now going to have to pick up your controller or your phone or whatever device you're using to watch this to put on the next video before the video player or whatever runs out and you have to click on something, or worse, you might get an ad. Probably not though, I hope not. But yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for your comments, I do read them all, I appreciate them all. It's really cool when I'm going about my day and I see a comment just randomly about the videos. It really gives me a reason to come back and sit down and do this again. I tried to have a bit more fun with myself in this episode, so hopefully that was more entertaining. Hopefully it didn't put too many of you off. I'm trying to enjoy myself a little more. Not saying that I don't enjoy this, I just, you know, just trying to have more fun. What I might do is accentuate the duckness of this more. I don't know, I've just somehow made this into a duck. That's amazing. I mean, the illusion doesn't really work from this side. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed this. I do like doing this. It's so cool to see my idea kind of grow like this. There's that house. I kept walking past it, and I just didn't want to do anything with it. And to just have these two things next to each other now is just, it's so cool. But yeah, this is Minecraft. So if I ever figure out what I want to do differently with any of this, I can change it at any time. There's no reason that it has to stay like this forever. So the redstone building here needs some serious work and overhauling. This whole like thing needs to be a bit more, I don't know what it needs. I'm having equally the same problem as I did with this building. I do not know where to start with this. I like the way it looks, but I definitely want to upgrade it and make it look more grand, because it's kind of my big special place. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this episode on the ceiling, or wherever you may be, eating, sleeping, doing front flips. Maybe you're doing your gym workout. That would be hilarious. I don't know what it is, man, but I could get I could get those 10 last sets in if I just listen to this guy play Minecraft. Like, yeah, you get it, you work. Get those muscles. Get strong. Look at that, this is so ridiculous. The size of this building. And then you walk in. It's smaller on the inside than the outside. What's the point? Why did I do this? Oh, wait, hold on. I think it might be connected to... There's got to be a ladder. No, there's a ladder down. There's no ladder up. That's very confusing to me. Maybe I'll break through the ceiling in the next episode and add a ladder and see if there is anything in there, because... Oh wait, no, there's a ladder right here. Does it go over there? It does go over there. Okay, okay. There's nothing in here though. So this is the redstone building, huh? Interesting choice. Maybe I was going to branch over somewhere. I gave myself more rooms, not sure why. But I certainly gave myself more rooms. But yeah, all that aside, we hope you've enjoyed this episode. And one last look at the updated creeper building. I think it looks better than it did before. And the updated fancy house, so-called fancy house. That zombie is annoying me. I wonder where he is, because he needs to be quiet. He's ruining my outro. But anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. It means a lot to me. And just, yeah, thanks for being part of this whole thing with me. This has been Nostalgic Minecraft Xbox 360 Edition. And I hope the next video you find fits your needs. Goodbye.